there's a breakthrough, and it took 16 rounds of talks to get here. It is happening here, the Gogra Hot Springs border area in the Western Himalayas. India and China are pulling back their troops from patrolling Point 15, also known as PP-15. This was one of the most...
They've been fighting there for about 60 years. China, CCP China and India have been fighting. Hand-to-hand combat, because you notice this is the mountain areas. There's no flat plains, none of this stuff. It's all mountains. All mountains. There's no flat plains. Maybe, not really. That's not too flat.
Pressing friction points in this dispute. Here's why. Reports say at PP-15, soldiers from both sides were locked in an eyeball-to-eyeball standoff.
These are katanas. They're bamboo, because the steel swords will break up there. It's too cold.
India and China border is over 3,000 kilometers long. In several regions, the boundary is not demarcated. That's why there's a dispute. Along the line of actual control, the Indian Army has set up these patrolling points. There are 65 of them in all. Indian troops are well within their rights to access these areas for patrolling. They are important not just from a security standpoint. These patrolling points are necessary for India to assert control over its territory. And the PLA had sent up its troops right up to the patrolling point 15.
BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. CCP China and India are going to tear BRICS apart. It's fact. It just hasn't happened yet. It was the 10th of October 2022. Neil said it's going to happen. I don't know if India will break away before the CCP China falls apart and no longer is a country, ceases and desists to be a country, or if India will pull out first. But BRICS is going to change up. It's a big excitement point. Ooh, big rally call. It ain't nothing. I mean, it might go on for a little bit. Russia will keep it going, but the rest of them, I don't even see South Africa staying with it, but they could if the money's right. But this report I brought to you because this is Neil's Han Dynasty, and I've been telling people that China and India have been fighting for years. They've been fighting for over 60 years over that one point that you just saw, PP-15. It's high up in the Himalayas. Weapons don't work, they freeze. Steel freezes to where if you hit someone with it, like if you had a sword, it would break. That's why you saw the report, and rewind and look. It was a bamboo katana sword and plastic shields the Chinese were attacking the Indians with, and the Indians had baseball bats with nails driven through them, because that's how they fought. Last report I knew of was about a year and a half ago, and two groups got into it. 30 Chinese died, and like 2 or 3 Indians died, because Indians have beaten the best of them here lately. But anyhow, this is just to bring you a report, let you know that, yeah, Taiwan's real important to China, but their men are dying at PP-15 fighting India. Have a nice night.